Celtics, Hornets. The tip-off coming up right after this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Charlotte as the Hornets go up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. One of the top coaches in the league, Brad Stevens. Shaq, you can see the disappointment in his face when they fail to run the offense the way it's designed.
Yeah, he don't like his players running a lot of ISOs. You know, he wants spacing. He wants that ball moving. Bing, bing, bing.
Well, Stevens is a master of creating mismatches. Very flexible in his approach. He'll tinker with the offense all season, Joe, just to get it right.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, Charlotte. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And you know, for the Hornets, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. You know, Chris, it seems like every year the NBA gets a little more athletic. Talk about how that aspect of the game has changed.
I was 6'9", I played power forward and sometimes center. Kevin Durant is 6'11", and he plays the 2-guard. That's how the game is changing. It's no more big guys go to that end, little guys go to that end. Now you have to be a skilled basketball player. You have to be able to shoot, dribble, and pass at every position. The way of just the one-sided guy, that has gone out the game. That's a dinosaur, and I love it. You have to be more athletic, definitely, but the skill set, you got to make sure you can play basketball, and that way, no matter what size you are, 5'9" to 7 foot, you have to be equal in skill, and I love that.
Wow, I do too. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. And for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Bacon. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And it's Washington missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Bridges passes to Zeller. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And the Hornets miss again.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Charlotte. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And after an incredible rookie season, Jason Tatum back to earth just a bit, Chris, in year 2.
Oh, yeah, and all that talent. Tatum getting to the line 6 times a game. That's how you put pressure on the defense.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Walker dishes to Cantor. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Walker. The three. That one misses. And the Hornets now going the other way. Out to the wing. Rozier against Tatum. And it's Rozier missing.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now? I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Tatum passes to Walker. Sinks the 15-footer.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. I mean, such a clever player in the pick and rolls. I mean, Walker's fantastic at making things happen.
Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Poked away. Walker against Rozier. Releases. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Bacon the pass to Zeller. Shoots over Cantor. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Hayward. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Rozier kicks to Zeller. Pass to Bacon. Charlotte again missing. Celtics leading by 3. Left side, Smart. Walker with a clean look. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Walker's got 5 now.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Bacon the pass to Bridges. Walker against Rozier. Can they get it? Good work defensively by Smart. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Fast break, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Brown's checked in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Bacon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best. The players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius.
Take a break.
Because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan for me, I know as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now Graham. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, man, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Jason Tatum. Hornets trail by 6. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul.
And the Hornets, as a franchise, trying to figure out their direction.
Yeah, the team was torn on whether to rebuild or go for the playoffs. The fan base, well, they were split as well on what to do. I mean, it's been this way for years. Team is just stuck in the middle.
Charlotte moving it around. Here's Zeller, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cantor. He had a strong showing last season, 14th in rebounding, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. On its way from Hayward for 2. Gets a very good look and converts. Hayward's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Zeller. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Bacon the pass to Graham. Clock at 6. Shoots over Walker. Nice form on the 20-footer. Here's Walker. He's got 5. .44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. For 3, Hayward. Good on the three-point shot. Hayward's got 7.
Not a go-to shot when Hayward first came into the league. Now he's very comfortable pulling the trigger from there.
Here's Graham. And the pass to Bacon. Five on the clock. The fader. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
And here's Walker. Brown outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front, ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And it's Brown missing. Hornets trail by 5. And for a player like Miles Bridges, the key, Chris, will be for him learning to play without the ball.
Yeah, well, he can finish. I mean, you saw that dunk in the dunk contest last year. But for him, Kevin, I mean, to be at his best, he needs to learn ways to get open and get looks at the rim in a consistent manner.
And Walker kicks to Tice. He dishes it to Hayward. And there it is for him. Hayward's got 9 points.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact
now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Here's Williams. Williams with the block. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to Indiana. And Walker kicks to Williams. Pass to Hayward. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And that's now 11 points for Gordon Hayward.
Such a high basketball IQ. Hayward knows where his help is coming from. He makes the right choice with the drive.
It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Walker with room to shoot. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Monk, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Monk's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Walker. Got a piece of it.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot down.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Hayward, and Hayward at the stuff.
Playing with attitude. Hayward could have laid that one up. Instead, he drops the hammer.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well-suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Walker surveying the floor. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Graham with the ball. Passes it to Monk. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Tice. Boston leading by 9. Brown wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
The jumper looking better over time. And when Brown shoots with confidence, it helps make him sharper.
Now, here's Monk. Defended by Hayward. The shot by Monk is no good.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy layup.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Graham. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Tice passes to Hayward. It's stolen by Monk. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Here's Walker. Hornets with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Now Graham. He's got 6. Monk for 3. A second chance effort. A shot by Zeller, no good. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Cleveland.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball movement was lacking. And, Greg, you know, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
The feed to Graham. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Hayward with the stuff.
His goal was to give him some numbers tonight, and Hayward has done even more than he set out to do.
Hornets trail by 14. Now, here's Monk. He's got 8. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Out in front at the half is Boston. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Looked like Gordon Hayward was playing with great confidence, attacking, showing no fear. This is the guy who signed the max deal a few years back. He's ready now.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense.
Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Aiken is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the Hornets' 5. The second effort, Zeller, and the layup's good off the glass. Zeller's got 6 points.
Okay, before the game, his college coach told us that he's the most focused kid he's ever recruited. Zeller's showing great focus there, converting through that contact.
Here's Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
Here's Bridges. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Bridges with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
Here's Walker. And Rozier pulls it down.
That works just like they drew it up. Until the part where he short arms the layup.
Zeller trying to free himself up. That's him, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Rozier.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Outside, Walker. Down low. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Looking now at the numbers for Jason Tatum. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Bacon the pass to Rozier. 6 to shoot. kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Washington. Over Walker. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Tatum finds Smart. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Trying to end the drought. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 5.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from him.
Rozier against Walker. And the basket by Rozier. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and aren't tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get this free throw.
They say that, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace at the time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me out there in the basket. You'd have a good
What was
night.
the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Tatum's shot is off.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Here's Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Smart kicks to Tatum. A 3-ball. But they recover it. Cantor's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Wanamaker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Puts it up from 15. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Bacon. Guarded by Tatum. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bacon.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Well, I mean, anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, especially at the offensive end.
They retain possession. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Rozier kicks to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Zeller. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Wanamaker. Back to Tatum. Here's Poirier. Pass to Cantor. Smart on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. Hornets trail by 6.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Here's Wanamaker. Inside. Here's Cantor. A beautiful reverse layup. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Rozier. Can't hit from the low block. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. A nice shot by Tatum.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. The Celtics also with a sub. Brown is checked in for Enes Kanter. Here's Tatum. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Monk. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Celtics, Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Walker, and he banks in the layup. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane that D gives him.
At the top of the key, Monk. Left side, Williams. Rozier looking around. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Walker in the post. Rozier defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Look at the skill set Walker has. Superb at using his body inside to draw that contact.
Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bacon.
Oh, you love the heart that Brown plays with on D, always doing his best to disrupt shooters.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Rozier against Walker. Passes it to Monk. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, there you see there. This is what Walker's built to do. Score the basketball. He's having a terrific night.
And there's the pass to Williams. Here's Washington. Defended by Tice. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. And too long on the shot. Hornets trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rozier the pass to Washington. Here's Bacon. And the Hornets miss again. Here's Boston now. A big stretch here going 10-2. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Rozier against Walker. Pass to Monk from the arc. It's rebounded by Tice.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Passes to Tice. Williams against Walker. Can't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Bacon. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Monk for three. Good on the triple.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk, an experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. Brown outside. Tatum against Zeller. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 16. The 9-foot shot. Rebound Boston. And here's Walker. Hayward outside. Back to Walker. From deep. Monk grabs the board.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again. He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Here's Walker. That shot off the mark. And the Hornets now going the other way. There's the pass to Bridges. Monk with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Rozier. And it goes down 2 points. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Walker sinks it from just inside the baseline. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
And the soft touch from the mid-range. Good choice by Walker to just rise and fire right there.
Now, here's Monk. Right on him.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
He doesn't get the second one.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Walker.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Here's Rozier. Walker with some nice D. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight and get the win.
We did. We guarded extremely well. All-around effort by everybody. Great game. I thought we really moved the ball. Great win.
Excellent inside-out defense, Gordon. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And